There is one skill that empirically, i.e. it's been studied in the lab, separates higher level kettlebell athletes from lower level kettlebell athletes. And that skill is your ability to recycle. And especially what they studied in the lab was recycling your clean. What do I mean by that? So in the clean, there is the up phase when you're bringing the kettlebell into the rack, that's the actual clean. And the recycling of the clean is when you drop into the backswing and bring it back up. So that's called the recycle. Your ability to recycle determines how good you are at kettlebells. So how do you recycle your clean properly? And by the way, if you recycle your clean well, it gives you a chance to be much better at also recycling your snatch. So if you can do this well, then you will also be doing this well. So one of the features of recycling your clean well is keeping the kettlebell close to the body rather than casting it forward. So many people, I'll demonstrate it with a light kettlebell. Many people throw the kettlebell forward, which is called casting, like a fishing line, when they recycle their clean. And professionals keep the kettlebell very close to their body, because the closer the kettlebell is to your center of gravity, the easier it will be for you to recycle it. So here. When they were studying this in the lab and they were getting athletes to recycle their cleans, they actually studied the distance which the kettlebell is pushed away from the body. And that distance, depending on the distance, they could predict whether the athlete was a high-level athlete or a low-level athlete. The farther the kettlebell was from the body when the athlete was recycling it, the worse the athlete was in the rankings. So it's a direct correlation of distance of the kettlebell from your body when you are recycling it and your ability as a kettlebell lifter. Another efficiency principle in recycling the kettlebell is re-gripping. So switching the grip from the kettlebell resting on the bottom of your palm in the rack to the kettlebell hanging from your fingers in the backswing. So here. If you do that in the clean, then by the time you start snatching, it's much easier for you to re-grip, which will help prevent tears of the hands. So many people get in touch with me and say that they're tearing their hands when they're snatching. Unfortunately, by the time they come to me, they've already been snatching for a while and they've already acquired all the bad habits, or rather haven't acquired good habits before they even got to the snatch. One of the good habits you can acquire before you start snatching is re-gripping with the clean. And you actually learn that even before you start swinging. So for my beginners, before they even touch kettlebell swing, we do dead cleans, starting from between the feet and then into the rack. And what we learn to do is re-grip the kettlebell from hanging on the fingers at the bottom to being on the bottom of the palm at the top. We do the same thing with the dead snatch. So we learn to land it on the bottom of our palm before we even touch the swings. People by then don't even do swings. They're still working on deadlifts, dead cleans, and dead snatches. That's how early we teach people to re-grip the kettlebell. If you have arrived at snatch or clean with the swing and you're trying to learn to re-grip, it might already be quite challenging by then, but it is possible for you to learn it. The reason it's challenging is there's too many things going on. So if you want to re-grip and you're not succeeding in practicing it with a swing clean, then go back to dead clean and practice it off the ground. It's much easier to learn it that way. So those two aspects of cleaning, keeping the kettlebell close to the body, i.e. just letting it drop rather than casting it forward, and re-gripping, jumping the kettlebell from the bottom of the palm to the fingers, are the two aspects that will make your clean recycle more efficient and will apparently empirically make you a better kettlebell lifter.